All right, just roll the camera. I find that a lot. Dreams are just a collection of the thoughts that float around our heads through a day-to-day basis.
I really just think it's kind of like a playback from the day. It's just kind of like encapsulates like what I've been doing usually or how I've been feeling.
I think we have dreams try and compensate for what can't happen in our everyday lives.
It's all the things that our subconscious wants to think about and consider, but we sometimes force it out of our heads or keep it in the back of our mind.
I think from what I've seen, dreams mainly serve two purposes, like that's kind of agreed on. One is the brain's way of storing memories.
What we want put into a form of a foreseeable future.
It might not be a message for anything, but it allows you to connect with old thoughts, old memories, new memories, memories from the future.
Sometimes it's really out there, but sometimes it's just within our reach.
And the second is your brain's way of dealing with emotions, both obviously while you sleep.
I had a dream that my family and I moved to Villa del Mora. My brother and I wanted to film something there, but we didn't know exactly what to film. So he had me roll around in this pile of dirt for a while, in this abandoned house, and he made me roll into this mosquito-infested malaria water. It used to be a pool. We went to the beach. There I had thoughts of children. Plagued me for a while. I had to cleanse myself with their laughter, so I took a shower. After I got back to work, I couldn't stop thinking about children, their laughter. No.
All of my dreams were kind of me exploring the buildings, and everything was really kind of weirdly placed. Like I used to call them like Picasso dreams because everything would be like disproportional to how they really were. But in the dreams, I would try to like complete tasks and go to other parts of the campus, but say I couldn't because the steps were too big. It was kind of like Alice in Wonderland, I guess. I was trying to get to some kind of concert that was in Car Park for some reason, and all the buildings started to change and everything was weird.
It's kind of a recurring dream with me. I have dreams that loved ones die, and it feels very realistic. Like the first time this happened, my neighbor's father died, and it just felt so real. Like I felt like he was truly out of my life. And I woke up and it made me appreciate him even more, even though he's just kind of, not a huge part of my life per se. And I had a dream my grandmother died, and that it just felt so real and so scary. I had to call her and make sure everything was okay. And then probably this all culminated in me having a dream that my father died. I woke up, I was crying. Like that's how real it felt.
I was stuck in this long hallway, and in the middle of the hallway there was a moat, and on the other side of the moat was my mother, and she was a ceramic giraffe, and all I had was a laundry basket and a stick. And the laundry basket had holes in it, like regular laundry baskets do. I had to sail across the moat to get to my mom, who's the ceramic giraffe, and the whole time I was terrified. I didn't know why, and I woke up crying about 6 times when I was younger. I had that dream about 6 times. I woke up crying every time. I find that a lot of the time I have dreams where I'm in these environments that I couldn't ever recreate. Sometimes it's something, like a couple of years ago I had a dream where I was in this, it was kind of like a bamboo fortress. Well, I wouldn't say bamboo, it was definitely made of sticks.
I've had a dream once. It's so weird. I sometimes get really, really weird dreams. It's one I had recently. Dreams are hard to remember, so I'm really like jogging on my memory here.
The last time I dreamt of ice cream, I just imagined it was so hard. It's kind of funny.
Global warming was coming.
Geppetto, Pinocchio's father, he was there, but posing as my father. And I didn't want to be in the Air Force hangar. I was in bed.
The last time I dreamt of ice cream, I just couldn't stop thinking about how hard it was. I mean, to swallow. Those kids, or I was rolling around in the dirt.
And I started running through this wet field, and there's deep puddles that were forming because of the rain.
And so I had to hide inside a Stop and Shop. And I decided to microwave a pizza. And
I also had a dream when I was younger that a vagina was in the shape of 2 hot dogs next to each other. That was a more interesting dream that I had. Dad, fuck off!
I wouldn't say I have dreams. Sometimes I just go to bed and go into a dark void of nothingness for hours.
My father is screaming, "Pinocchio, no!" And I'm running, and then finally I step in a puddle and an alligator eats me.
And for some reason it said to keep the plastic on the pizza. So I decided to microwave it, and then everyone just decided to riot.
I'm sorry, I just passed gas.
That was a crazy dream.
Definitely unsettling. Not just because I was a wooden puppet boy, but the whole scenario was off-putting.
I wouldn't say I have dreams exactly. They're more absences. Just dark voids of nothingness. Gone for hours, and I just come back to it all. Screaming. Thoughts of children flood me again.
That's it.
Rainy days never bothered me. At least they didn't. That rainy day I sat by the window, watching the raindrops fall down the window pane like tears down my wife's face. I don't know if I was killing time or time was killing me, but we were both dying slowly. Like rain from a cloud, like a car through a bridge, like cake in an oven. We sat there dying together, me and time, at one moment together. It linked in pattern and synchronization, like tears, like a flame.